Ready? Shortly before I became a professional pub quizmaster, I was on the TV quiz show circuit and I met these two characters, the convicted Who Wants to Be a Millionaire cheats, Major Charles Ingram, and his coughing friend, like some of you are, Bettakultcha and Whittock, who coughed their way to £1 million. But in my normal job, I'm trying to stop the unconvicted cheats, the normal-looking people sneaking away on their phones during a pub quiz, trying to illicitly find the answers to questions. All sorts of people cheat at pub quizzes. Old people, young people. Foreigners cheat a lot because they don't understand the conventions of the pub quiz. It's pretty weird at a pub quiz. Normally, if you don't know something, you just look it up. But the foreigners don't understand that. So this question here, I was watching Harry Potter the other day, and I could not remember the answer to this fact. I just got my phone out and looked it up. That's what we're used to doing. We've become really, really lazy. If we can't remember something, we simply get our device out, access all the world's information, and find the answer that we want. We have become lazy, which makes the job of a pub quizmaster extremely challenging, because you need people to think about the answers. People don't like to come across as stupid. So if I catch someone cheating in a pub quiz with Wikipedia in full flow on their phone, they'll say something like, "Oh, I do know it, I just can't remember." That is the whole point of the pub quiz. You have to remember it. And people don't like to look stupid, but that's a common excuse. Sometimes it's okay not to know the answer. I can see a few men look like they know the answer to this one. It's okay not to know that these are My Little Ponies, but there's usually a get-out clause. There's usually a get-out clause. You don't have to know everything. Sometimes the cheat on a pub quiz team is one rogue individual. The rest of the team will not think they're cheating, but there's one rogue individual. Who is the mole? Who's the naughty one on the team? One of the motives of pub quiz cheating is greed, which is a bit odd, considering you can often win a £3.20 cash pot, second prize. But people do just like winning, even if it's something really, really small. But the greed of trying to cheat your way to winning on a pub quiz, it's just fraud. It's a different kind of fraud, and you're not going to be sent to prison. You might get booed or banned or hissed, but it is fraud. So that's why I have to try to stop people cheating at quizzes when I'm running pub quizzes, because there's lots of tools in the armoury. You've got Wikipedia, you've got Shazam, you've got Google Maps, you've got Google Goggles. But there are some other tools available. I was involved in running a quiz not so long ago, a Halloween quiz hosted by Paul Daniels and Debbie McGee, glamorous world. And there were some celebrities of the Only Wears Essex variety there. And they were tweeting to their followers, what is the answer to this? What is the answer to that? And we busted them because we had someone checking on Twitter throughout. But I'm just going to give you a quick rundown of the Quizmaster's Guide to Preventing Cheating at a Pub Quiz. Maybe you've run a pub quiz, maybe you've run the Works pub quiz. There are some little tips and tricks to try to stop people cheating at a pub quiz. So, get your mobile phone jammer. They're actually illegal, but I did have one, and it's quite fun walking down the street, and you hear someone going, "Yes, hello, 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 hello." They do actually work, but they are illegal. So we can show them and scare people, but you don't actually use it. Tell people not to cheat. At the start of every quiz, I tell people, put your bloody phones away, otherwise it looks like you're cheating, even if you're not. That usually works, because people realise, oh, okay, I'm not allowed my phone. You've got to ask decent, easy enough, interesting questions. I've got 2 questions on the screen. One of them, even if you don't know, you can work it out. The other one is rather dull. Because the first question on the screen, even if you don't know, you can make a guess. Even if you don't know French, you could guess Sunday, and I'd give you the point. Or you could guess Thursday. You wouldn't get it right, but you could guess. If you don't know your Norse mythology, you're never going to get Yggdrasil, unless you're bored to death at the quiz and you get your phone out and you look it up. Boring questions make people cheat. We've got a few cheat traps on a pitch around. I could put these 2 people on the pitch around. Get out your Google Goggles, you will find the answers. But they're not famous. The guy on the left's Vincent something or other, who's a famous academic. He's all over the net, but you don't know who he is. Write his name down, you're busted. The other person is a South Korean pop star. You don't know who she is, she's all over the net. Get it right, you're busted. Different options to stop people cheating, different types of questions, a bit of pace, but ultimately it boils down to a fun, interesting quiz. People do cheat at bad, boring quizzes when they have no other way of getting the answer. They don't cheat at fun, interesting quizzes where the challenge is to work out the answer and do what you're actually supposed to do at a quiz and remember stuff that you ought to know but just can't quite. Thank you very much.